Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I'm gonna be playing DeathWorld map now. In the previous episode we were working on this reactor design and selection of the spot where exactly we'd like to place it. And one thing that we discovered is that we actually had quite a bit of speed modules available. So what I'd like to do now, I would actually like to tell our robots that, you can speed up this process. Because we have a lot of crude oil, we have speed models in the in the logistic network, like in our inventory. We're not really using them yet. And let's also take a look at speed model production. Is it working fine? Should we improve anything here? We don't have red circuits delivered. That's not good. That is not good. How about we temporarily increase the speed with which we are producing speed modules? And we could maybe paste it over there, like that, so that we have slightly better production of speed modules. As for the red circuits, I thought we had lots of them here. Yes, we do have lots of them. So it's just it's really interesting. So it seems like we are not able to deliver them fast enough. What if you told us that we are fine with requesting things from buffer chests for these builds? For these ones, we are fine with requesting things from buffer chests, and we could actually place a couple of buffer chests right here. Maybe we could make we could have like one buffer chest placed right there, and we could ask for a bit of green sockets, and I mean like 400 maybe, and a bit of red sockets, let's say 400, and also a bit of blue sockets, let's also say 400, so that they are slightly closer to this base. Okay, good. Now that we did that, and we also did that, we can actually go there and speed up some of those beacons manually. Speed up some of these oil refineries manually by placing stuff inside the beacons. Okay, let's run there. We need to enable our roboport. It's enabled, and we have given lots of speed modules. Okay, if you look at this part, it's looking slightly concerning, to be honest to me. It's not looking great. It is not looking great. We need significantly more of light oil, I would say. So hopefully that part helps us, and let's hope that we are able to, not run out of power. Speaking of power, now that this part is pretty much done, well, it's not exactly done, but it's close to being done, place this thing there. And now, with that done, we could build a blueprint with the tiles and kind of rotate it like this. Place it like that. The only problem is this piece of land. We don't want that one. Okay, nice. So now the robots should be able to like work on landfill in this area. What we can do, meanwhile. Yeah, we don't have a lot of power. How's our coverage going? We have 19. It's like half ready. It's only half ready. What I'd like to focus on now, I'd like to design like a station, a blueprint for the military outpost. So let's say we are trying to like expand our territories. We'll have a tiny outpost that I'd like to base on this one, and we basically would like to like be able to build it pretty much anywhere. One thing, I don't want these parts, and I want it to be like pretty minimal. Let's see. Let's see whether we can do that. So if we build outposts like that, we'll need the lamps. I'm always short on lamps, that's bad. So we'll have some lamps. This should trigger a request for the train. I'd like the seed train. I've been thinking about it for a while. I'd like seed train to give us some blasting charges, actually. We can copy this thing and we can configure it to start giving it to us right here. So now blasting charges should be delivered here. Okay. This part, artillery, not interested in that one. These pipes can go away for now. This thing is not one part of this blueprint. Right, we have a problem. Check this out. We have a problem. The rails are too close. So we moved, I believe, some builds like here. We actually added like extra space. We added extra space for the station, which is fine because we have like lots of space here with 383 train, but the outpost we want it to be like pretty compact, and these are not compatible anyway, I believe. Yeah, like this things, they serve a different purpose, right? This is like a terminal kind of station. Well, it's not terminal in the normal sense because like it supports one-headed trains, single-headed trains. But this one is really like kind of like pass-through station. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to maybe move these things over there. Then let's double-check the signals. So when the train is moving out, it can go only in the direction where it came from. That's fine. This train will be waiting before making the turn or before going across, and this thing is just, yeah. This is fine. It can theoretically block everything. I mean, in theory, this part could be causing us problems, especially if we have like this area blocked for whatever reasons. It actually could be a huge problem. Let's do it like this. Let's say we'll have a change signal here and change signal here. So when we are leaving, we really want to make sure that there is like lots of space. So change signals, these two change signals mean that we want to have free space up to here and up to here. So we want to have a lot of free space, which, given the size of these trains, probably means that the trains should be able to like fully exit this area. Okay, now with that done, let's take a look. We have only seed train and I feel like it should be working. What we do not need in the very beginning, oh look at this, it's already working. I don't want to have a trash station. This is some extra. We don't need trash train. In the very kind of first version of what we're doing, we don't need to have these things. And we probably don't want to have this part. And maybe the unloading here could be made a little bit easier, right? We could remove this two, and maybe this two. And maybe... I don't know, is this a good idea what we are doing? Maybe we could also remove like a little bit of storage chests here. We have like fewer storage chests. I think this would be a good start. This is I don't know what. So that would be our kind of initial train station, train blueprint that will be dropping. Let's create a blueprint. Where are the chunks? Chunks start here. So we could place it like up to here. We could say that this is okay, rail, sure. We'll have this thing, that thing, and so the first thing, the seed, we'll call it military seed. This is the first block that will be dropping. 32 by 32, let's say 34. And y minus 10, not minus 12. It looks to be correct. So let's create a blueprint. Let's check it. Yes, looking fine or not. I think no. I think I forgot. I forgot to tell it to use train station name, train stop name. Okay, this is military seed. We again need to configure everything correctly. This is the first one. 32, 32, 34 was it, right? And minus 12. Train stop names. We really care about train stop names here, so let's create a blueprint. Let's paste it here. This is the first one that we'll be placing, and it will give us this thing with cliff explosives. Nice. And for some reason, the train is not coming. What's happening with the train over there? Let's double check. We're waiting for. We're waiting for what? The chests? Wow, that's interesting. Are we asking to produce the chests? By the way, where are all the rubber parts here? We are not asking to produce the chest. That's a problem. That's actually an issue because we'd like to have a regular chest production, right? We like to have regular chests. Let's do this. Let's say we want to, for our mall, to be giving us lots of steel chests. Okay, copy it. Now we got to paste it back there. Where is it? It's this one. And now suddenly we have requests for the chests. Good. So that's the first one. Next. We'd want to place the wall, right? How we can do this? We could have a wall starting from there, and I guess finishing here. Let's build the wall also like here, here. That's our wall with the corners. Right, so we'll have a couple of corners like that. And another thing that we will want to have, we'll want to have the following. We'll want to have pretty much this configuration of the trains. Well, we also want to have trash. So let's do this. We will place this thing without these ones for now. And I don't have my personal report, by the way, enabled. Check this out. It's all kind of done by the robots. So we have this part. We probably... Okay, we do need this rubber ports in order to power like this thing. It's okay. What is happening with robots? They're like a little bit slow, I think. I feel like they're a little bit slow. And one thing I'd like to do, I'd like to make sure that the request for the blasting charges stays there. So let me paste this on top. So this way blasting charges are still requested. Good. That request is also asking for military, for artillery chain. Sorry, this one. We don't want artillery chain. That's why I removed this one. So we will not have it. I hope I didn't break anything. Our artillery is still standing there. Nice. That will be our outpost. And it should be bringing us lots of like military stuff, etc, etc. It should have a trash train. Let's take a look. We are missing quite a bit of walls, but that's okay. Oh, one thing that we need to have a connection here for the liquid fuel, or liquid oil, light oil. Do we have any improvement there? I feel like that's a problem. I feel like we have an issue. We have too much of this thing. Let's remove this one. Let's copy this ones. We are unable to crack heavy oil fast enough, and that's why we like don't have enough solid fuel. So this is a huge problem that we have now. Wow, it's a huge problem. Right, let's do the following. Let's paste this block over there. The problem is that we don't have space here for the rubber ports. Let's give them some space, like right here and right here. It's gonna be our rubber ports. What else can we do? Well, we can also do something here, right? And probably here. So we have connections here, 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 here. It is looking really good so far. We'll add it at some point at this spot. Okay, that one cannot be built yet. We'll place it at some point. Okay. Let's see. What's happening with this block, with this build? I think that's basically it. That's how we want it to work. Oh, we need to have deliveries of light oil. Right, how do we do it? I think we can copy it from here. Basically, copy like the whole thing. Okay, we'll copy the whole thing. We'll turn it. We'll need to... Oh, no. It's wrong now. Oh, that single thing. That single pipe. Let's remove it for now to make sure that we are not missing anything else. Pipe to the ground. Okay, another tire. Okay, now it's looking much better. We still are not interested in artillery here. We'll set up artillery a little bit later, right? I don't really want to have it just yet. So, let's see. This thing is supposed to be bringing storage tank, and this is also asking for storage tank. That's good. We will override it with blasting charges. Let's proceed. So we'll be asking for blasting charges. Okay, I think everything is in order here. It's just that our military chain is super slow. Let's and we have a connection. I think we do. Let's create a blueprint here. So this will be our blueprint. We will start maybe from over there, like that. We'll call it. Okay, we'll have the wall here. Let's start with the wall. Wall, then this turret, the other turret, and we'll say that this is the second step. This is military. Let's think. This is walls, right? We don't need to train fuel. We definitely need train stop names. We need to snap it to grid. 32, 32. X is maybe like 70. Y is like 20. No. 80. 82. Yep. And Y is 22. 24. Just like that. So now we have a really good build. We have a connection. So it should work. We might need to adjust it a little bit. We'll try it out later. So this is our second blueprint. We'll place it here. And one thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to actually, you know what, I just would like to delete all of that. Can we get ourselves a deconstruction planner where we'll be deconstructing walls, gates, this turrets, this, like all of the turrets. We will keep radars. Yes, we'll keep radars. We'll be deconstructing requester chests, buffer chests, long inserters, these ones. We'll be deconstructing pipes, both of these kinds of pipes. And you know what? We'll also be deconstructing substations. Do it later here. Deconstructing substations and roboports. That's gonna be our deconstruction planner. Let's try it out. How does it work? Delete this part. Maybe this part. That part. Does it like properly work or not? By the way, note that my personal roboport is disabled. Yeah, like I'm not using it, right? It's all done by the robots. So now we don't have the strain coming here. Let's say we are done with this outpost. We'll delete this part. We'll also delete the seed. We don't need the seed. And check out what's gonna happen now. Have a trash train. Collecting everything. Alright, we need to delete this one. It's also part of the seed. So look at that. Now, basically, like this whole thing is getting pretty much deleted. Like the robots are just saying, okay, we want to remove all of these things. All of these things are being taken away from here. While it's happening, let's take a look. Do we have a problem now? We definitely have a problem now. We are unable to process these things fast enough. Like, what's going on? How is that possible? Let's say we'll have something like this here. Maybe. I don't know. We could try to speed this up, but I'm really surprised that this is actually the limiting factor in our base. I'm super surprised by that. Like, very, very surprised. Okay, let's see what's happening here. We are offloading all of these things. The train is gone. This station is not green anymore, so it basically thinks that we are ready to have all of that deconstructed. That's why we are toggling our personal level port. We'll come to this and we'll basically saying, okay, give all of this to us, and it's all removed, and yeah, we forgot to delete that part. It's fine. And basically, just like that, we constructed and deconstructed an outpost. I'd like to catch it. Okay, nice. But the train goes somewhere there. Okay, thank you, train. We can go up and maybe help the spot with something. I'm not quite sure what we could help it with. We have it disabled, the personal level port. This thing, maybe we could just feed it. This is not needed, this is not needed. Oh, we have solid fuel. Let's just feed it some solid fuel. Alright, let's try again. Have solid fuel, we could maybe drop it like that. Maybe that would be better. This is what I want to do, like what I want to achieve. I want heavy oil cracking to start working. And I feel that should be enough. Just to have the cracking working should be a huge help to us. Let's see. This actually... We still have 24,000. Okay, let's observe. This part. It's working, it's not missing anything. The speed here is looking pretty good. Yeah, maybe we don't need this once yet. I don't know. This is less useful than the other row, right? And it's the Kraken. Yeah, I don't want this. Like, if we have a problem with the Kraken, we can just actually expand it up. That should be much cheaper. This should be significantly cheaper. You know what? Let's do it like right now. Let's just expand it up. Because I think that's the way. We shouldn't be speeding this up. It wastes it wastes the modules that are kinda limited. We have limited quantities of this. So let's see. This thing is working. The speed is like +10, but it's really slow because we don't have power. How can we save up some power here? What can we do? We can disconnect it here for sure. We don't have a connection there. Okay, let's see. If we disconnect the power here, let's remove this power connection. We don't need it. Like, we don't really need it. So the whole base is now, well, not like the whole base, but the main thing, the main power is getting transmitted over this part. If I cut this with the wire, with the copper cable, I just cut it. So what should suddenly start happening is that we should have enough power for the Kraken to actually work fully. So now this Kraken is working fully. Okay, we actually have some bots delivering the stuff. Let's take a look. Kraken is working fully. We have 19,000 and we have 15,000 of Light oil. Okay, I think that's enough. Since we have 15,000 of that already, we could reconnect it. Okay, crude oil is kind of down. But the important part is that now we have lots of solid fuel going. We have lots of solid fuel. We can, if we wanted to, speed this whole thing up like that. Right, we'll speed this up. Great, so from now on, we actually have a lot of why is this thing working? Okay, it's only if we have more than 10,000 petroleum gas. That's good. Another thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to actually speed up this process. Let's maybe like do it like that. Like that. So we'll have a little bit faster production of the plastic. Just, you know, just because it's good to have a bit of plastic and right, and over here should we like make this a bit better? Let's say we'll do something like this. We'll balance the input here and we'll balance it here. Okay, now, nice. Now all of this should be working like properly. Let's remove the stop because we seem to not have power poles for that. Let's take another look. We have enough of everything. We are not having enough bullets, most likely. What's the situation with the bullets? Are we still like super short on bullets? Yes, we are super short on bullets. Okay, I didn't want to do this. I really was trying to avoid that, but let's do the following. Let's copy this bullet production like that and just double it. We're doubling it here and we'll double it like that. What else is missing? They're missing... They don't have any copper. Don't have copper. Let's try to improve the situation with the copper a little bit. Because I'm surprised. We have like a full belt of copper getting delivered here. Right, but it's not actually... We cannot load it fast enough into the chest. So let's double that. And maybe that will be enough for our copper needs. Okay. Let's see. What's happening now? I don't feel like... Well, I was gonna say, I don't feel like we're struggling for power, but we seem to actually be short on power. That's a bit unfortunate. How can we improve it? So we could... like this thing. Right, we could power them like this. We actually have some, I think... Yes, we have already partially the modules in there. Let's take a look. What's happening? What's happening with our Coverx enrichment? We are 24. Can we speed this thing up even more? Should we? Maybe we should. You know what? Let's have one more block of this. Maybe I should have done this a little bit sooner. So this train is just bringing us lots and lots of uranium ore. We have quite a bit of it in our network, in our logistic network, and we are producing modules. We have module production here, it's working. We have module production there. We'll need to start producing like tier 3, Mark 3 modules, but yeah, we are having issues even now with bullets. We don't have enough bullets. That's the biggest problem that we have right now. I want to have lots and lots of bullets. Actually, speaking of bullets, how about we go to military, where are bullets here? We probably want to have uranium bullets as well. I'm not sure, maybe we should focus on this a bit later. Okay, let's see. This is our main base. We are getting some stuff from there. We are producing... Oh, look at that. I would like to improve the speed of these two things. Of like this, because I'd like... Well, you know what? Never mind that. I don't want to improve the speed of inserters. I'd like to make sure that we are able to... Oh, come on. Some machines 3, they require speed modules. I mean, we are producing speed modules here and here, so it's like we are trying to produce lots and lots of them. It's just that speed modules are used for like... They're useful for the beacons. They're useful for the beacons. What is that? We don't need that. We don't need this pipe. Okay. Let's maybe take a look at our new nuclear power plant and see whether we can improve it somehow. So if you place things here and here, I feel like that is basically it, right? We can paste it. And it works. It worked. I'd like to remove this one. We'll be enabling it using that constant combinator. I would also like to have a buffer chest. Let's do it. Buffer chest with the nuclear fuel. Not sure about 100, not sure about 50, let's say like 100. I want to have lots of it. And I will place it somewhere here. Right, let's just place it, or maybe somewhere here. Let's place it over there. Let's make sure we have a roboport. Well, just like that. Just like that. Okay, nice. So we'll have a chest with the fuel cells relatively close. And that's basically our power build. Well, our power plant. We'll need to fix the blueprint to take landfill that we like placed around there, so that we can copy it significantly easier in the future. But it's okay. We are starting like this, and at some point, let's just send it somewhere. At some point, we'll update the blueprints. Okay, this part 26. It's almost ready to like do the thing. Should we maybe build even more? Right, how about that? Let's improve production of the modules even more. Let's copy this thing. It's tier 1, exactly what we want. We'll flip it horizontally and we'll paste it here. We are going for even more modules. Yeah, we are trying to produce lots and lots of modules now. But it seems to be mostly working, right? How many modules are you producing? Module, let's say, per hour or per minute. We're producing 15, well, almost 15. It says 10, okay, 10 modules per minute. 11 modules per minute. The tier 1 modules. That's okay. It's okay, it could have been better, but it's what we have. Oh, that's the wrong way to look at it, because we're also producing models here. Well, are supposed to be producing those, because those are used... What are they used for? It's a good question. Why do we have these modules over here? Aren't they needed for something? I think I know. I think I know. They are needed for this stuff. Right. Right. Speed models are needed for rocket control units, but we are not launching rockets yet, right? We are not quite there. We're just trying to produce enough armor, enough bullets to, and enough artillery shells to clear like this area from the biters, so that we can have slightly lower demand for bullets. Because right now we have a lot of attacks, going in our direction. Lots and lots of attacks. We need some steel. Can I just like... I don't have any steel, right? Why? Oh, because I had it disabled. Okay, bots, give me the things. Let's see. We might, let's delete this form because they're not really used for anything. Also delete this for. Right, and that's the only place where we're making bullets. Good. Produce a bit more, but like the thing is I wanted to have like 2 of these blocks focused on uranium. And the ratio would have been like 1 to 3 to 8. But now that we have already 4 essentially, like instead of having 2 blocks for bullets, we'll need to have 4 of them? That's quite a lot. I mean, we do have some space here, like we could grow it somewhere, like the small. Just that I didn't expect it to take like so much, like to need so much space. 27, we're almost there. Like very, very soon, we will be able to have... We'll have a really nice production here, actually. What is better? To have like a line of beacons here with speed modules, or to have whatever we are doing here, like to have just several like separate blocks of centrifuges. I think both are pretty much the same. Okay, this is the side combinator, that's good. We don't have enough electricity. What's happening with electricity? What is happening with electricity? I thought we had it fixed. I thought we don't have a problem. Alright, the problem is that our consumption is just super huge. We are unable to to produce more electricity. That's literally as much as we have. Like we are not producing more. That's it. And we are not gonna expand it further. I'm not gonna do it. This will remain like that. We'll probably... we'll need to figure out like some better way of connecting it. Because I want it to be like disconnected by default. Maybe we could disconnect it even now. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. We could definitely try, We could definitely try. Let's get this wires. Let's remove this connection. Let's remove this connection. Let's remove this connection. This connection is gone. This one is gone. 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 Both of this are gone. This is gone. This is gone. This one is gone. I would like to... Okay, how do we do that? I'd like, I think, to have power connected to us here. And we'll use big electric pulse to transfer it from here to... maybe there. And then and then kind of over here. Right, let's say this is our main way that we are powering up like everything, and we'll have like a power switch basically here to disconnect this power from everything else in the future. Right, in the future. So right now we kinda still relying on it. Are these the robots that we've been waiting for? Or not? Let's just build this stuff manually. I'll do it manually for now. Okay, nice. So with that done, we can actually disconnect these things. And we can also disconnect that part. No, we cannot. Not quite. But we almost can. Okay, like that. And this line will be cut. Let's cut it. Cut it. Okay, now everything works. The power is going through like above through the nuclear plant, and we'll have a smarter connection right here. So this plant will not be exporting things. It will not be exporting power unless it's actually required. Okay, for now we still have power problems. And however, check this out. We have a lot of petroleum gas actually. Oh. We don't have... Oh, look at that. We don't have coal at this point. We are running out of coal. That is interesting. That means that we'll need to set up like coal delivery maybe here or like somewhere. That's super interesting. Okay. I'll need to think about what's the best way to proceed from here on. We are waiting for these blocks to produce enough uranium to start up this process. We need 11 more. That's not a lot. So we need 11 more uranium, and then this thing will run. I will most likely beacon it up, especially in the beginning. I'll just have like lots of beacons around so that it can run really, really quickly. I'm not gonna expand it further, I think. Or maybe I should. We'll see. Okay, let's take a break. We've already been at it for like 45 minutes. Here we have it. This block is being constructed, being built. All water connections are in place. It should work. We'll enable it soon. Once we actually have some, you know, like once it's finished built. Well, we don't even need to wait for it to be properly built, but we need to have coverx. I don't like running nuclear without coverx set up, so I'm not gonna do it, right? Easy. Let's like before taking a break, let's do the following. Let's kind of make this thing a little bit more rectangle. So we have a rectangle over there and here. Well, it's not like we really need it. We can adjust the spot later. Okay, good. Good. That's it. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 68, where we were what we were doing. We were designing the blueprints for the military outpost. Yep. I saved, right? Yes, I saved. See you in the next episode. Cheers.